Oh, good Lord, he's back again. You thought I was a nightmare in Elm Street. It is the curmudgeon, the 54-year-old fart Weaver John C. How you doing? I know, shut the hell up. Get him off of here. That's fine with me. I get that a lot. Something I had to get off the chest at this point over here. When dealing with certain groups that you associate yourself with in the online community, it's one thing to keep trying to follow the rules and regulations that they keep posting out, and not to mention the organization rules that they have. It's hard in not saying anything that might disturb anybody because it's hard enough lesson to learn. Some people are just not willing to bend, even to the new people that come in there. They're old, they're set in the ways, they see a fresh newcomer coming in there, and all hell breaks loose. I've been in one particular group for several years as it is. Drives them crazy because I'm driving them nuts. They don't like it. They really don't like me much. They try to associate with me, but they don't want to. They have a issue. I'm a mouth. Yes, I held that pause right there. I'm a mouth. But I don't try forcing my issues down in people's throats. I relish a good argument every once in a while because I need to find out what they're coming from. If there's anything we have in common, fine. But if not, agree to disagree and move on. We argue because we want to learn from things. We want to learn from each other. We argue because we have different, well, we think valid points of view. Now, maybe one side or the other side's wrong. When one is closed minded, one has to be reminded of these things. I have to be reminded of these things. You see, the thing is, it's personality and ego that clashed. I mean, we're bumping heads left and right. We're smacking each other upside the head with sledgehammers. Screw the crescent wrenches. Sledgehammers are much more splatter. We need more blood coming out of the victim. Because we want to make sure that they're bleeding while they're understanding the point of view that we're trying to bash into their heads as their brains are scattered about. Gross. But that's our logic at this point when we're engaging in arguments, even in civility. It's a disgusting visualization, but it happens all the time. There can be civilized conversation, there can be civilized one on one, give or take. And we have to remember not to be controversial and confrontational all the time. Just give one quick second. I had to cough up some gross. So what happens when the lung gets irritated? Jug of the old water, and back at the conversation again. No, it does not mean I am dealing with the damn coronavirus, thank God. I am just dealing with irritations in the mouth and the throat. Sometimes I do get that because it's called allergies. I get seasonal allergies from time to time, and I'll probably have to start taking medication for it, Benadryl, and God knows what else. I can't stand this stuff. It puts me out more and more, and I can't deal with it. Therefore, I have to deal with the allergies and the asthma that goes along with it. But this is my situation I have to deal with, mine, nobody else's. In bringing up issues regarding health and politics, it's hard enough to find out what's the truth and what's not. If you caught the person on camera, got them in a transcript, they'll probably flat out deny it, or maybe they'll agree to it. Or say, I don't know what you're talking about. We got this video here of you. Big whoop. Yeah, big whoop, because we got you on video. Now you going to respond to it or not? Well, why would I respond to something I don't know? The ignorance, the indifference, the arrogance. When I hear different medical opinions clashing with each other, excuse me 1 second. Yes, I did that on camera. Had to get that stuff off the damn chest. Literally. Doctors disagreeing with diagnoses and what's happening these days. Not a uniform consensus in the medical establishment concerning about the corona. Some of them actually still think the government is plotting something and in charge and in conspiracies about. And people are buying that up and believing in it. And when you have debunkers out there trying to get the word out, we're laughed at. Seriously. I'm in a group right now, and they consider me a nut job. And I consider them totally insane. Different opinions. It's different of observation and viewpoints. Who's sane and who's not? Look at yourself in the mirror these days. What's the real image and what's not? Are you closed-minded enough to understand that you may be the mirror image and the image in the mirror may be the real thing? Or vice versa. Horrible things to think about. But these things do happen. These thoughts do happen to challenge us, to make us aware of our own reality and our own surroundings. What we need to deal with, what we don't need to deal with, what's concrete, what's not concrete, and what we feel is right and what we can prove is right. And if we can prove our points, it doesn't matter we're going to be winning the argument. It just means that we presented information up front. Now, whether or not it can be interpreted as such is a different story altogether. And if it is interpreted as the correct information, then fine. Don't expect to get bonbons from the opponent, or flowers, or a medal. Either they agree to disagree, or else they just say, okay, fine. And they'll move on and move away from you. Why? Because it happens. Happens to me a lot. I have opinions. I just sometimes not share enough of them. But I am not going out there to preach on a box and say, hear ye, you must listen to me, you must listen to me, you must hear what I'm saying. Because what we're doing right now on YouTube is exactly the same situation. We want the attention to ourselves. We want people to pay attention to what we're doing. We're putting advertisements out there saying, listen to me, listen to me. This is what I have to say. This is what I have to offer. You must. For I cannot exist without you. Quite frankly, I can exist just fine without YouTube, without the groups I associate with. And that would be a bit of a lie. Okay, it's a lie. Let's get black and white. I need feedback. I need to know what other people are thinking and doing at this point over here. It's not getting involved in their personal lives. It's understanding of the situation around here. That maybe, just maybe, that whatever happens, we are understanding what's going on and we know what we have to do. But if people are saying that, no, 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 you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, because we have their actual information right here, and you know what? That doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for you either. That doesn't work, period, because we don't want it to work. We don't want it to work our way, not yours. Our personality, our egos, our way of life, our survival over yours. That's what's happening all the time, all around us. And either we're good to each other or we're not good to each other. Either we deal with it or we don't deal with it. And if we can't deal with it, then what the hell do we do with it? Yep, this is real, okay? I am not putting myself on pause and trying to make a good presentation. Screw that noise. My hair's a mess. I need a damn shave. I shaved off a hell of a lot of hair just with clippers, and I still need to get a haircut. I complain about it, but you know it's not going to happen until I get one. Until I go out there to get one. I have a lot of things happening that it's inconveniencing, and you know what? I either deal with it or I don't deal with it. This is reality, boys and girls. Choose to deal with it or continue to put your heads in the sand and let the wolves keep eating at your damn carcass while you keep sticking your butt in the air and having your bones exposed to the elements. And by the time you raise up your meaty little head, you're going to be finding out that your whole body's been gone. All you're stuck with was your head and your ideas. The rest of the thing that was supposed to support you along the way, no longer there. Because the wolves are still picking their teeth with your bones. Metaphorically speaking. Us versus them. Think about it.